I don't actually ever like doing introduction, but I'll do it. Lower right-hand side, the red Zerg from Team Evil Geniuses. It is Jadong.
Starting out very mellow today. I kind of expected. I literally think he is the greatest.
No, I can't overdo it.
No, I know.
Red Eye's not even tweeting about it anymore. I got an email waiting for me when I get home, I'm sure. One joke was fine, Jeff. I'm just kidding.
All right, well, this is going to be pretty much do or die over here for Lilbao in game number 1. He's getting a good engagement. He might be able to pick up this hatchery. Jadong, of course, wants to be very careful about how he engages this. We're looking at 12 sentries. Jesus.
It's actually not that do or die. If you look at the probe count, and Lilbo still has his third as well. So if he does really good damage, I think he's doing really well.
Worst caster to cast.
I'm done there, Rio.
You literally disagree with absolutely everything. Even when you're wrong.
This is amazing.
Val, I'm not so sure that's exactly correct. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying as
it's not super all-in. There's chances afterwards. Okay, Dario.
7 gates, no Forge, no Robo, no Twilight.
But he only has 4 vocals left. He has a third. It's not that bad. And he's gonna...
But you know, it's really hard to transition out of just gateway tech in general.
Well, I mean, I hate to disagree again, but like not disagree, but also the Nexus is not just fake; it's also an anchor to transition, right? It's like still pretty good. Like even if
Dario, it's incredible.
If you do, but if you do,
you're not
like
saying anything that nobody does. Everyone's like, oh God, he could use the Nexus afterwards.
But he
holy shit!
No, but I mean, it's like it's true, and like
it gives more chrono boost. It's supply. Think of the implications of it afterwards.
The thing is,
the attack doesn't fact, he transfers probes, and then it's a real thing.
Yeah, but that's like very different than just a fake Nexus.
I'm gonna counter Dario this entire cast. You're gonna be like, Val, typically speed is good here because Zins, roaches, and lings gel. And I'm like, well, technically, if that resources was placed in maybe speed overlords, he would have seen the attack approximately 46 seconds earlier, and then the necessity for the speed roaches would actually be obsolete. And Dario would be like, well, technically, actually, with speed overlords, he would see it so far in advance that maybe the Protoss would withhold the attack and take a third anyways on a map where it's suboptimal.
All right, but okay. Jadong definitely made a few more links, and I think he should have.
Almost bad.
Well, you want to let some links in. It's actually not that bad.
Actually, it's good. He's not going to scout him. And
Today you learned
the Robo.
Well, the Robo he saw anyways.
Yep, but he's going to see an Immortal come off of it,
yeah.
Ideally. You're actually wrong on this one too, Dario.
Also, you needed to make pylons anyway, so that wasn't costly.
I really love it.
Technically, you always need to make pylons. It's the time at which you make the pylons.
What a cast.
See the Immortal first. It's not an observer, so he knows this is yet another all-in.
Okay, Roach.
If he wipes in a few zealots, he can actually hold this here with a single Colossus.
He should make sentries in the main. Oh, he has sentries in the main.
Well, there are roaches with tournament calls, though.
Yeah, okay, well, that's true.
That's a really good move.
Dario can't disagree with that.
He thought about it. He's like, well, technically, no.
Yeah, there are actually roaches with tunneling plus. Now, if he actually picked off the observer...
Oh, this is super good for Jadong, because he didn't pick off
the observer. Get the warp prism.
He got it. He got the observer.
Get the warp prism.
He doesn't have
it. Oh my god.
He's trying. He's going to get... They got the warp prism.
With all probes?
Did a probe drop? I think there's one right there.
Yeah, there is one probe. 1 second. Jadong making pretty sick plays right now.
There's a probe.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's with the army. It's literally next to the Immortal.
Oh, yeah. Very hidden. So Lilbo still has a superior army, but no observer.
And he has started to lose quite a few units. Like, it was an invincible army.
Oh
my god, he didn't build a unit. He didn't build a bit. Oh my god, he didn't build anything. You got 870 minerals, Lilbo.
Holy shit.
So this map is interesting because you have this weird entrance into the natural that is very tight. No, I mean the rocks. I mean the rock entrance.
I'm not surprised. If I would have showed the rock, then Dario was like, no, I mean behind the natural rod. I was like, sorry.
The word contrarian comes to mind.
This is just perfect for Dario because there's like 3 options over there. So he could
You were never gonna get it. You could have panned out like you are right now. He's like, no, it's inside the main.
What is Saxter's plan right now? He's just going to try to defend with the Spine Crawlers. Yeah. Gets a pretty big fungal on, but he's not fighting with his Mutalisk or his Corruptors until now. So...
well, I mean, this is the worst possible position for Parting to fight from.
But those Time Wars were really good. Colossus zoning out the Infestors.
The time warps, man. They time warp the spine crawlers. So
No,
they
but
attack slower or what?
they time warped the infestors so they couldn't bungle the stalkers, man. I'm just trying to live the caster life.
Slowing down the spine crawler.
Beautiful storms.
Accidentally went.
Is it
serious
Is it time for Red Eye?
No.
Come on, it's last day. This needs to be epic. And you
at
Red
some
Eye.
point.
He's saving
Can't do
that
too
one
much
for
of
the
that,
finals.
though.
Okay.
Gotta, I can't overstay my welcome with it.
You already have.
Maybe. That's why I'm not going to do it anymore.
All right, so what then?
You know what? For this game, let's not introduce the players.
Okay, that's...
Everyone sees the names right there. Terran versus Protoss. They probably won't get that confused.
But how are we gonna build the hype if we don't shout the player names?
I'm willing to. I want us to pave new territory. Let's. In the top left-hand side of the map, literally my best testicle. It's the French Terran player who ranks #1 in the hearts of every person in this goddamn planet. It's like Marine Law Ride from Millennium. And I swear to Christ on this earth, if I had to make sweet love right now to a player, and it was legal, it would be Marine Lord. Because I'm literally always erect when his name is around. No more.
That was a very long intro, but worth it.
Oh my god.
It's ruining a friendship, but if it makes you laugh, that's all that matters. Fred, I love you.
You know,
They made me do it.
we did. I'm the one to blame for this.
It's fine, but why do you make me such a pain? I don't know. Seems appropriate and funny.
This is so strange. Okay, this is just over.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we should brag some more about our European Series E after those games.
Yeah, like I think our claim has some credibility. Right?
Yeah.
You think it will work though? 17 Marines, 4 Oracles.
3 out of 10. You have 2 time warps.
When you and I Hearthstone do it, it doesn't work. When
Oh.
Rain does it, somehow.
Maybe.
You know, it could get to the point where it just force fields the ramp too here, if he gets a Sentry.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not going to do it.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh.
Time warp! Oracles!
Oh, I don't think it will.
No, this feels about right. This is usually what happens to us.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, never mind.
Oh
It
my
worked.
god.
The first part looked like one
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
games, and then all of a sudden,
And then they all die.
yeah,
Oh. That
Why do our Oracles not do that?
And he's like, what the fuck? This is base all in.
This is super over.
It's annoying.
GG.
And you out of here partying?
It seems like Patience party.
There's a party somewhere for you, buddy. All right, thank you.
Partying, take it easy tonight. There's only so many.
you partying.
There's only so many dragons a man can handle.
Goodbye, my pants.
Did he say? Oh, he said friends. I thought
Yeah.
he said my pants.
No, my fans.
Oh, fans.
Yeah.
The fans part he.
They don't have F in the Korean characters
they
alphabet.
really not?
No, so they use P instead.
That makes sense.
That's why sometimes you're gonna hear them say "pocking."
You're missed here, Dario. So far, I've gotten away with saying 4 things, and nobody's disagreed with me.
Dario just said in the back where they all wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
Burrow. Is there a robo?
Todd, why don't you tell me what you think is the most interesting fact about Nathanius that you recently told me?
What happened?
You sure it was me?
Yeah. Something he does in the shower.
What?
He pressure washes his teeth.
No, that's Roddy.
I did not say that. Why would I say that?
No,
It
you.
was you.
That's the Muslim who said it because he lived with him in Sweden or something.
Oh, the Muslim said that. You're right. Damn it.
I don't know what Nathaniel
Oh, yeah,
does in
he
the
hosts-
shower. Like I
Did
know
you
we're
know that?
I know we're in a Harkon duo, but I do not shower with Nathan.
The Muslim comes up to me.
Contrary to popular belief.
Apparently.
No, but that's not what he said though.
The Muslim says, he says, did you know Nathanius doesn't brush his teeth? And I'm like,
That's not true.
I'm like, what are you talking
He
about? He
does.
goes, no, mate, I lived with the guy for a month, and I never fucking once saw him brush his teeth. I was like, that can't be. That's not true.
Yeah,
They would have
no,
fallen
it-
out. And he's like,
Yeah, it is
he
not
says,
true.
He says, he says he sprays out his teeth in the shower. And I don't think the Muslim's clever enough to make this up.
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
But I have no idea why. A, I have no idea why you're suddenly telling this story on stream. And B, like, that's just
Because
wrong. But I live with
guarantee
Nathan.
you,
Ben said
within
that, though.
5
Yeah, I know.
seconds, Nathanius is going to tweet a response to this, and we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, no, well, I can confirm that Nathan does brush his teeth. I don't shower with him, but I have seen him brush his teeth. Because it has happened more than once where I'm like all ready to
But
go.
if he only
Like,
does it when he showers, so have you
it's,
seen?
it's like
I can't believe Kevin clarified that. He's like, listen,
No,
I don't
because-
shower
no,
with him.
no,
But
no,
He spots facts.
yeah. No, it's just because there's been many times where like Nate, you know, the evening before I was like, Nate, don't go to bed too late. We gotta go 7:30 tomorrow to Santa Monica. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, good night, brother. It's like, good night. Then, you know, like I put my alarm clock 6:45, shower, do my thing, all ready. You know, at 7:20, I was like, all right, wait a few minutes. 7:30, I was like, Nate, and didn't hear anything. I like knock on his door.
he's
Nate.
pressure washing his teeth.
No. And then I opened his door. I was like, God damn it, Nate. And then like he's literally like the dog, you know, that just got caught doing something bad. He's like, oh, yeah, almost ready. It's like, almost ready. You're literally still laying in your bed. I'm waking you up right now.
planned it.
You're not almost ready. And then I always hear him run to the bathroom, and then I hear him brush his teeth.
You hear the
So,
little pat of his feet.
That's the first thing he does instead of like showering and stuff.
I mean, I hear
That's
wa-
even more disturbing. No.
I hear water
Alright.
run. And
Plot
then
twist.
To be fair,
Nathanias brushes his teeth
Oh
10
my
times a day.
but to be fair, the proof we have that he brushed his teeth is Kevin on the other side of a door hearing him pad to the bathroom. It could be that he's not.
We pushed this so far.
This is the most irrelevant conversation ever.
I read one of those Facebook articles about a man that hasn't eaten in 75 years. Imagine my surprise when I open a Facebook article in a couple of years from now, and it's
Guys.
a middle-aged Nathanius. Man hasn't brushed his teeth his entire life. Still has nice pearly whites. I'll be like, I knew that guy. Why is he breaking down the wall?
Yeah, because he knows that Saxby is going to baiting bust the front.
Dear
instead.
Lord, help us all.
Oh, he's,
What?
He's
Oh,
taking
he
the
actually
rocks.
knew. All right, good game. That's good.
No, it's not over. It's not over yet. Line as
Photon
well.
overcharge ready to go.
Yeah, that's very
11
important.
kills on that bad girl already.
Wouldn't you like to get one cannon maybe by the time the photon overcharge expires?
Force fields.
Ooh, those
Oh my
wings are
God.
so scary.
Oh my God.
Okay, that was cool.
Wait. I want to
was
see.
sick.
I want to see how many he just killed.
Even Elias is smiling.
Oh my God.
Look at Stefano.
Protoss players.
Stefano
Oh
hadn't
my
watched a game for
God.
3 days. He just walked in, saw this, and smiles.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, Jeff.
You already made the face. Like people at home don't see it.
Yeah,
But when
yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
does the impression, he just doesn't. He doesn't just talk. He gets the face. And I already saw you make the face. That's why.
Come on, Jeff.
That's why I was giggling.
One more.
This is the last one.
In the grand finals of Homestory Cup 11, which some people are calling perhaps the greatest goddamn tournament outside of Queen's Country, spawning in the lower right-hand corner from my insanity, giving me
Finish it. Come on. You got
giving
it,
me
you.
literally what can be described as a monumental erection is my insanity saxery. And his opponent, which if you can believe it, as if there was two magnets on either side of their names, and I had two penises, and they were being drawn together from 2 points on the planet. It's as if a force of nature. That got Australian again, son of a bitch. It's literally my insanity's reign.
I love how these take
It's
4
funny
minutes. 4 minutes. Oh.
Just the idea of a drunken. The other part of that story, guys, by the way, that if you didn't know, or no, that was wasn't by himself.
No, he was with Stefano.
Okay. No, there's another story of him by himself. But but just the idea of drunken the Muslim
walking up to a
just
group
this
of
giant meathead, and he's like, "You want a piece of this?" And that guy's like, "This is the most sure thing I've been given in my entire life." He's like, "I'm actually a pretty violent guy, and this will be so easy." The Muslim just scampers off down the darkened road. German comes out the door. He's just like, "What?"
And then the next day,
I thought he challenged me.
And then the next day, we have another lovely tweet. It's like, just don't know what it is, guys.
Yeah, Germans are so rude.
just keep getting unlucky in this country.
Here I am yelling my ass off in the middle of the street. Some jerk trying to get some sleep at 3 a.m. tells me to be quiet.
6 a.m.
So funny.
Yeah, I know. And there is another story that the Muslim just remembered the other night. Because once upon a time, the Muslim was in Krefeld and he got punched in the nose. And he didn't really realize how this happened until he was drunk the other night. Or drunk, he had a couple drinks. And he's like, "Oh, now I remember." And I can't really repeat the entire story because it's terribly offensive. But more of the story is the Muslim by himself walked up to a group of 10 guys and told a very, very offensive joke.
Without being solicited.
Yeah.
Just walking by and was like, "Hey, you want to hear a joke?" And like, here it is. Very offensive joke. So one of them punched him in the face.
And the next day, Ben's the Twitter like, "I have no idea what's happening." Guys, like, "Oh,
some German punched me." The audacity.
There's one time when he did break his arm when he was in Cologne. I stayed with him at the intensive care from like 2 till like 7 or something. Till like I was basically dead. I was falling asleep, and he was just sitting there. Obviously he was in pain, so tried to stick around. He couldn't speak German, so I was talking with the nurses. At a certain point, he was finally like the nurses put him in bed because he wasn't allowed to move because it was a pretty serious fracture. And then I was like, "Man, I think I'm gonna go home." He's like, "All right." He's like, "Thank you, man." I was like, "You're welcome, brother." So I go home. I tried to get a couple hours of sleep. I get a text message at 12:30. He's like, "Yo, Cap, my face is all bloody and I'm in the hospital. Do you know what happened?" I was like, "God." It's like, "God damn it, Ben. Like, I've been sitting next to your hospital bed all night. Just doesn't remember a bloody thing."
Doesn't matter.